What's up, guys? You wanted me to do a quick video on my options and how I picked them, so I can do that really quickly. I got a 5 minute limit, so I'm going to get right into it. So the first thing I look for is implied volatility. I usually want that to be below 100. Implied volatility, it really just measures how high or low premiums can be traded for. So with a higher IV, you can expect like a much higher premium, and IV will usually go higher around news events and catalysts, or if a stock has run up a lot recently. Um, Another thing I look for is the premium, which is this thing right here. I tend to buy a premium under $100 or $1. I don't like spending more than that. I just think that it gets too risky. I think trading under $1 is nice. These are 23 cents or $23. Um, that's what I really like. Um, another thing I look for is if they're out of the money, at the money, or in the money. So with a call, um, they're out of the money if the call is above, if the strike price is above the current trading price, right? So all of these would be out of the money, and then if they're in the money, it means they're below, the strike is below the trading price, so these would be in the money, and if they're at the money, it means they're right at the trading price. So these are at the money. Um, and then for a put, obviously it's a little different. For a put, these would be out of the money because you want the put is bearish. Okay, real quick, somebody asked what bearish and bullish is. Bullish is when you think a stock's going to go up, right? Because a bull fights forwards. You think stock's going to go up, it's going to go forwards. Bearish is you think it's going to go down. A bear fights backwards, so it's going to retreat. So with a put option, if you're bullish on a put, you think it's going to go you think the stock's going to go down. So these are out of the money, and then these are in the money, and then these are at the money. Okay. So that's that real quick. I tend to look for. I don't really like the farther out of the money you go, the riskier it is because people don't really want to spend. People won't think that the stock will get to $18 or whatever. They don't think that they'll go out of the money unless there's like some kind of news event that could really drive up the price. But that's what IV is for. Um, so I tend to stay around at the money if I can. Maybe I'll go a little bit OTM out of the money, but I don't really like it. I tend to stay around here. Another thing I look for is liquidity. Um, so that's like volume and open interest. If there's a lot of um, contracts being traded on that day, and there's a lot of open interest, which means there's just a lot of contracts in circulation, might be a good thing to look at. You don't want to trade a contract with low volatility because that means even if the stock does move, the contracts won't move that much. So that's that. And then another thing I look for is theta and delta. So I talked about this a little bit ago, but delta measures how much the contract will move if the underlying stock moves $1. So if Lumen was to move $1 up, then these contracts would move up 13 cents or $13. Um, and yeah, so delta also measures a probability of the stock expiring in the money. So this is a 13% chance that these will expire in the money. I don't really like that. It's not bad, but usually you usually want something above zero point 0.1. 0.13 is kind of cutting close. I like zero point 0.2, zero point 0.3. That's nice. And then the other thing I look for is theta. That's time decay. So that it will take off this amount every day. So this contract will lose this amount of value every day until it hits expiration. So I like a very very low theta, and a theta that outpaces the delta. That's what I really like as well. And then lastly, historic movement. Um, just like looking here, like you can see that you know in a week, Lumen can move Lumen can move $1 in a week. So it might be nice to buy um, these. These to me are perfect contracts because the delta's high, the theta's low. You've got low implied volatility. You've got high volume, high open interest, and if it can move $1 in a week, then it can move $1 in a month, in my opinion. So that's what I look for in options. Yeah.